the greatest fielder who ever lived.
What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. Of course, we had to start off the video with a kind of tribute to Willie Mays. He turns 88 years old, so I just wanted to go ahead and just show you guys a couple highlights in the intro because he is one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest baseball player. I mean, I'd put him in the top 5, but either way, Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Happy birthday from all of us, from Fuzzy's channel, MLB, and all across the world. You're amazing, man. Also, one more thing that we have to talk about, but we're going to save it all the way until the end. 21 years ago today, Kerry Wood had the most dominant pitching performance of all time. 9 innings, 20 strikeouts. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you stick around, watch the entire video. And without further ado, let's start talking baseball. So we saw Christian Yelich come back from his back injury. He hit a triple deck home run. We saw a bunch of grand slams, walk-offs, but because I like walk-offs so much, that is what we're going to start with first. So we saw Hunter Renfroe hitting a walk-off. We saw a couple different guys like Brandon Dixon and Starling Marte. So what we're going to do is we're not going to say anything else. We're just going to let these baseball players do the talking. So Renfroe, Dixon, and Marte, take it away, guys.
Renfroe to left field, high, deep, and a grand slam to walk it off. Hunter Renfroe, Padres hero.
The 1-2. Dixon pokes it to right. Soler drifting back. Does it have enough legs? We're going home! Brandon Dixon wins it for the Tigers!
And the celebrations gathering at home plate. What an exciting moment for Dixon.
That one's hit well and deep. And this one is gone. Walk it off, Pirates. They come all the way back. Down 2 in the 13th. Starling Marte.
Man, that has to be the coolest feeling in the entire world. So you're already a professional baseball player. So you're on the top of your game. And imagine being Hunter Renfroe. You get a pinch hit performance because the team thinks that you're not very good against righties. And then you hit a walk-off against one of the best closers in the game. That's got to be a great feeling for you. Coming up next, we have a pretty insane game. We have the Giants versus the Cincinnati Reds. I almost whipped out my red shirt today, but I couldn't find it. The Reds did something pretty crazy. They hit 3 home runs in the same inning on 3 straight pitches. What?
And this ball is in the air to right field. And now Winker. And now Dietrich. Back to way back. And Dietrich says, we're all knotted at 9.
So yes, we saw the Reds had 3 home runs on 3 straight pitches, back-to-back-to-back. That does not happen very often. But also, did you see their jerseys? These might be the coolest jerseys in the entire league. And also, when you put Derek Dietrich on the team with that mustache, the eye black, and those jerseys, I think he is officially the hardest baseball player I've ever seen. I mean, this look for Derek Dietrich, he's also pretty jacked. I don't know about you guys, but I would not want to fight him. But either way, the Giants did end up getting the last laugh. Brandon Crawford, the all-star shortstop for the San Francisco Giants, he had a 2-run home run in the later half of the game, and he put them up. So I know the Reds, they look cool. They had some really awesome highlights, but they took the L.
High drive to right. It is out of here.
Gordon's got his wish.
His first one of the year, and that has to feel great.
Alright guys, so before we show the triple deck home run by Christian Yelich, I do have to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Seatgeek. If you guys are going to any concerts anytime soon, or if you want to go see a Brewers game or an Angels game, any sporting event, make sure that you guys use code FUZZY because you get $20 off. So you save some money, you get to go to a baseball game with your family. It's a lot of fun. So use code FUZZY. Thanks, Seatgeek. I'm not sure if there's a better player in baseball than Christian Yelich. Now, don't get me wrong. Mike Trout is obviously the GOAT. He's the greatest player that we've seen in a long time. But Christian Yelich, since the second half of 2018, statistically has been the best. And yesterday, his first game back from injury, why? How is this even possible?
Doesn't work that way.
Yelich with a fly ball, back in a deep right field, and Christian Yelich is back.
That was Mr. Yelich's 15th home run of the season, but also his 14th home run at Miller Park. So, you know, there's always been that conversation that Nolan Arenado or Charlie Blackmon, they've kind of been a product of Coors Field. Is Christian Yelich a product of Miller Park? So he has one away from his home field. So, I mean, is there an advantage there? Do you guys take away from Christian Yelich's success? I'm not sure. I'm going to kick it back to you guys. Yes, he's being aided by Miller Park. No, Christian Yelich is really good, and it's just a coincidence. Ooh, I cannot wait for this. So we started off the video with a montage of walk-off home runs. These things are just so much fun, but I think right below a walk-off home run is a grand slam. So we have Xander Bogaerts, Alex Bregman, and Chris Bryant. Now, they're not just normal grand slams. These are three of some of the best superstars that we have in this game. That Xander Bogaerts extension is looking better and better every single day. Bregman is starting to catch on fire, and same with Chris Bryant, who needs to perform at a high level for the Cubs to win. So all these three guys, they came in huge for their team, put the team on their back, and they hit some grand salamis. And I just, I wish I could hit a grand slam in Major League Baseball. That'd be really fun.
Sox have 3 hits in the inning, but none for extra bases. There's a high deep drive down the left field line. Hugging the corner, back it goes, and it is gone. Xander Bogaerts with a grand slam.
Into center field, back goes Trout, still going back. He's looking up, grand slam home run! Alex Bregman takes one deep to center field. The man loves the spotlight.
Oh, out to deep center field. Bader back. And it's gone! On cue! Yes, an important at bat for Chris Bryant and the Cubs long term.
You know what else is really fun? Scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to give your team the lead. So the Rockies, they were playing the Diamondbacks yesterday, and the Diamondbacks, they're playing at a level where I'm sure a lot of people assume that they wouldn't be able to compete at. Ketel Marte, Christian Walker, Luke Weaver, I mean, they're all playing at a high level right now, but that was not enough to keep the Rockies at bay. Ramil Tapia came in huge, Trevor Story, all the guys for the Rockies with the 5 spot in the bottom of the 8th. Roll it.
Tapia hits the ball well left center field. And this one is going to take a hop off the wall. Dahl's already at third. He's going to score to tie up the game. Tapia to third. And McMahon ground ball, base hit, Rockies lead.
Whoever said that pitchers are not athletes must have never seen Bartolo Colon play or this next guy, Max Fried, because with the score of 1-1, Ender Inciarte is at the plate. Max Fried, the starting pitcher for the Braves, is at first base. It's a tie ball game. Ender actually shoots a baseball down the left field line, and we're going to see if Max Fried is able to beat this ball at home. And he's at first base, and he's a pitcher. Huh?
Takes it back and slashes one fair down the left field line. Max around second on his way to third. He's getting green lighted. Wash waves him. He says, "Hustle, kid." Throw to the plate. And Wallach can't handle it. And Fried dives in, touches the plate with his left arm.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Max Fried. Day by day, we're proving that pitchers can be athletes, okay? All you POs out there, you know, you're an athlete too. Don't worry about it. Eric Swanson, yeah, he seems to be the #1 enemy against the Cleveland Indians. In back-to-back starts, he's pretty much shut us out. In the first start a couple weeks ago, he gave up 1 run. He was absolutely insane. And then yesterday, he came in clutch. He was throwing a no-hitter up until the 6th inning when Jose Ramirez got a base hit. But either way, the Mariners, they're not very good with pitching. I mean, Swanson was very good yesterday, but their offense with Jay Bruce, Edwin Encarnacion, Tim Beckham, Mitch Haniger, they're going to score a lot of runs in 2019. So even if their pitching isn't very good, they're going to win a few ball games. There was a lot of hype around the Philadelphia Phillies in the start of 2019 because why not? You have Andrew McCutchen, Gene Segura, Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, and JT Realmuto all in the same lineup. Maikel Franco's raking. Odubel Herrera was raking before he got injured, but no one really paid much attention to their pitching staff, and especially because Aaron Nola's been so bad, and also Jake Arrieta has been so good, so it's like, what's happening? But there's one guy that I think has been the MVP for the team so far. His name is Zach Eflin. I like to call him Zeflin. I like to combine his first name, last name, Zeflin, like that. But either way, Zach Eflin continues to have an amazing start to his 2019, and the offense had his back yesterday as well. So Eflin, offense, take it away.
There's Zach's coming off that complete game victory over the Nationals, over the Marlins, I should say. A liner to right field. Swing and a miss. And a strike 3 call. Soft bouncer, right side. Cesar up with it, and the inning is over.
I feel like this next player has been playing baseball for as long as I can remember. As Asdrubal Cabrera, I was still kind of young when he was making all-star appearances for the Indians, and now he's been on the Mets, he's on the Rangers now, he's been on a million different teams. But either way, Asdrubal Cabrera looked like his old self yesterday. He was manning the hot corner at third base, you know, where Adrian Beltre used to play, but he turned a double play, which is pretty crazy, and then he backed it up with the home run. So Asdrubal Cabrera, definitely the MVP from the Rangers game yesterday.
Down, he gets him to ground one to third base. From his bottom, Cabrera goes to second, running on to first for the double. 2-2, and it's high in the air, deep out to right field. That one carrying to the wall and gone!
Alright guys, so we have the final game to recap again. The new sort of motto for this channel is I don't care if it's a boring game or if it's a really fun game. We're going to show a highlight from every single game. So if you guys want me to continue this, make sure you slap a like on this. But the last game is the Minnesota Twins versus the New York Yankees. Now the Yankees, they pretty much have a AAA roster on the field at all times because they have so many players on the IL. But Domingo Germán has single-handedly saved the Yankees season. He's put the team on his back. And also Mike Tauchman is talking the talk yesterday. Germán, Tauchman, they had a big game.
Driven deep to right field. There it goes. See ya.
Potentially throwing it out of the zone there. This another strike. I mean, this is...
The 2-2 is cut on and missed on a breaking ball.
But he doesn't lose Castro. He strikes him out.
No question about it. It's got the corner.
So let me ask you guys a question. What was your favorite moment from yesterday? I have to say the walk-offs were a lot of fun. The grand slams were a lot of fun. But I think the Reds jersey in combination of their back-to-back home runs on 3 straight pitches, I think that was my favorite moment of the day. So before we show the Kerry Wood 20 strikeout performance, make sure that you let me know your favorite moment from yesterday. Guys, we just passed 95,000 subs. We're getting so close. I'm actually feeling a little pressured. Like, that's 100,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people watching, but you guys make it worth it. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the Kerry Wood absolutely dominant performance. It's the greatest pitching performance of all time, so sit back and enjoy. Make sure you get some popcorn.
Out 10. That's number 19 for Kerry Wood. Gets Derek Bell for his 20th strikeout, a National League record. He has his first Major League complete game and shutout.